Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? I think it's working. Yay! Alright. Looks like it's working. Let's hope it stays that way. Hey, Margie. Alright. Hopefully things go well. Last week YouTube went a little crazy on me, so hopefully things are good. I'm just gonna have to like keep checking, I guess. So yeah, hopefully things are good. So I started a few minutes earlier than I normally do so I can chat with people, let you guys know what's going on, how things are. Things look a little crazy on my screen, but that's okay. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so apparently, hey baby mommy. Yeah, so last week, apparently I got the email and it said I had inappropriate content, which obviously I didn't. So I'm going to have to fight. I don't know if it's worth fighting the appeal because, like, it was a 3-minute thing. They shut it off so early. So I don't know if it's worth going through it, but I think maybe I should just for the, for the point of it. But I don't know. Did it? What's the weather by you? Where are you at again? Hey Josh. The weather's getting cooler, I think, here. I'm interested. Let me see what the weather's going to be. So I signed on a few minutes early so we can chat a little bit. How about that? I was on the Weather Channel. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I think you're right. Midwest. Yeah, I think I should fight it. Just so that, yeah, I think the weather's going to get crazy here, too. Yeah, I guess I should fight it just in case. Hey, RBF. Hey, Mom of Kenny. Yeah, we're supposed to get some severe weather tomorrow, I think. Well, I hope you stay safe over there. Yeah, so last week, I went to do our trivia game, and literally didn't even start. We were just chatting, and YouTube apparently cut off my stream. Wow, it's like that bad? Like, are you guys having like tornado type weather? Like, that's scary. Oh, I'm in Jersey too. Yeah, we had this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. We had like a crazy thunderstorm, and then it was 70s and sunny. Is it pouring again? I don't think it's raining here at my house yet. But oh, that's scary. Yeah, the weather this time of year, the weather changes so fast. But Margie, where in Jersey are you? But yeah, so last week they they literally like cut it off, but YouTube did say that there's probably like a lot of mistakes with oh, let me make sure I'm on live chat. That there was a lot of mistakes. Oh, you're by Atlantic City. I'm up. I'm like right in the middle of New Jersey. I'm in Middlesex County. So but yeah, apparently with nobody working at YouTube, there is no like there's nobody checking that stuff, so it's all being done by like their algorithms and stuff. And so I must have said some word that like triggered it. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I am going to fight it. I am going to keep checking too, because like last time I didn't know, because I have my Streamlabs OBS screen up. So I didn't know that that YouTube had cut it off until I realized that nobody was talking. Hey Jimbo. Got up to 91. Tomorrow it's going to be like 60s. Yeah, that usually means you'll get a good thunderstorm. But it's so funny because usually, oh yeah, it's up there. I'm trying to see if it says how many people are in the chat. So, what was I going to say? So, yeah, so I have a new video that I recorded for my Patreon and I didn't put it up yet, so I'm going to do that. I have another video I'm recording for my channel tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit, about my thoughts about people with like OnlyFans. Don't worry, I'm not getting one. Not that there's anything against it. But I'm doing a video kind of the difference between people who do stuff like that, like to get the next one, right? Versus people who do stuff like that because they're empowered and it makes them feel good. And so that's gonna be recorded tomorrow. Yes, hey Ryan, Wednesdays for trivia, that's right. So if you guys are on any type of social media, if you have Twitter, if you're on any Discord channels, whatever, if you want to share this link and let people know that if they mention your name when they come in, you can start off the game with a point. Let's see, I do have a Discord channel myself. I try to be active on there, but nobody else really talks to me on there, so I tend to kind of talk to myself, which is, that's not terrible. Let me just see if there's any place else I can share trivia. All right, I think we are good. All right. I was going to post in a couple places, but you know what? I'd rather just chat with you guys. Hopefully other people come on. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll post it. Should we do that? Let's see if we can get a couple more people to join us. And then, yeah, here we go. All right, so we're going to share, copy link, and then we're going to go to, what are we going to do? We'll go to Twitter first. We'll put it up in a couple places. But yeah, if you guys want to share it, but keep chatting with me, even if you're writing nonsense, just so I know that I didn't lose you. All right, come play trivia. And then, thank you, RBF. And then here, let's post it. All right, hold on. Post it here. And then let's post it here. And then where else? We can post it here. Yeah, I think that's it. Did we get everywhere? You know what? I'll do one more. All right. That's good enough. I probably could post it in a bunch of places, but I don't want to be obnoxious about it either. All right. So, sorry. There we go. Someone once told me that sharing is caring, except for the, yeah. True that. So, okay. So, thank you guys for sharing that. I really appreciate it. So, I have my scoreboard that I wrote from last week. So, we'll use that. The C's a little messed up. Maybe I should fix it. Yeah, so the good news is that since we didn't even start last week, I can use the same questions that I had, so I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time. Hey, Stanton. So yeah, so first off, couple things. One, make sure you are on live chat. Two, if you're new here, keep in mind that it is possible that it'll look like your answer came up first when maybe somebody else's did. Sometimes if two people put in an answer at like the same time, you'll each see your answers coming up first, but I'll see them in the actual way they come up, okay? I will too. I will definitely explain it, Ryan. And let's see. And then I'll get into our number one rule in a second. Let me explain the category, and then, hey, Mark. All right, so the category tonight is the Mandela effect. What is the Mandela effect? Okay, so I'm not going to talk exactly what it was named after because those questions may be in our game. So I'm going to explain it without giving away questions. So essentially what it is that there's a whole bunch of people who have false memories. So also we're going to do, it's going to affect our game a little bit today. I'll explain in a second. So a lot of people will remember things like a brand being spelled a certain way, a movie line being a certain thing, when in reality, that's not how it ever was. So there's a lot of theories on why this has happened. Some have to do with CERN and particle colliders, and we're in an alternate universe. Some people think that people just, one person, remembers it incorrectly, and other people kind of go off that one person's memory, and it gets twisted over time like the game of telephone. We'll talk about it more as we play. But because the Mandela effect has to do with things being remembered, being spelled differently, or lines being different, normally what I would do is that we say spelling doesn't count, right? So normally what would happen is the first person who says something that says the answer, spelling incorrect or whatever, gets a point. And then the person who spells it correctly will get a half a point. We are not going to do that spelling correctly half a point thing this week. What?
Do you think you could talk about the double tree?
Yes, we're going to do that. Okay. So, and the reason for that is because technically, depending on how you remember something, you're either going to remember it the old way or the new way, right? And so, we're not going to worry about that. As long as it's close, it's fine. Hey, Matt. Hey, Shannon. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. So, perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate you sharing it. So, okay. the other thing that we are going to add is because, and this is actually my son came up with this idea, we are going to do a type of double Jeopardy format, and we're going to do it with 2 questions. We're going to do it with the question right before the midpoint of the game, and the very last question of the game. And what do I mean? What you are going to have the opportunity to do is right before the middle of the game, the last question asked, whoever gets that right is going to have a double Jeopardy type of option. They are going, and you're going to know what question it is. Whoever gets that question right, is the next question is going to be just for them, and they can wager their points. So this gives up to, however many points they have. Yes, Superman, it is your idea. So what this is going to do, no, Ryan, it's only for new people. So what this is going to do is give people an opportunity who are far behind to potentially catch up. So just because someone's in a big lead, it doesn't mean they'll stay that way. So you'll see how it works. If it's confusing, don't worry. I'll explain it as it comes up. But this should help keep the game more even as we move further along, okay? So, well, welcome, Margie. I'm so glad you're here. Who's texting me? Oh, I've got lots of text messages coming in. Why? All right, hold on. That was my sponsor. I have to answer. Call me tomorrow. Love you. All right. Okay, trial. Sounds good. Okay, so let's get started on the game. I think I've done enough rambling. All right. Usually, Margie, the way that it works is it's not the new person that gets the point. It's the person who brings the new person. So next week, if you bring somebody with you and it's their first game, you will get a point. And you will get a point for every new person you bring. So if you bring 3 people next week, you'll start the game with 3 points. Z, baby mommy said you were her friend, so you're my friend. Baby mommy, did you bring Z? See, Z is new. And we're going to write baby mommy. And the way that it works is if you're new, you get a point. So baby mommy gets a point starting off the game because she brought her friend Z. Welcome, Z. I'm glad we're friends. Discord brought you here. Laz, who's Discord? Because I will give that person credit. Renee came to trivia. Let's see. Oh, Dominus is here. RBF start. God, we didn't even start the game yet, and I got to keep up. If I miss it, make sure you guys tell me, okay? Be on live chat, and Shannon gets the point. Shannon gets a point for the person who said Discord. Oh, rewired addiction. All right, so we'll give it to Shannon. I posted it there, too, but Shannon did the ad here, so we'll give it to her. Shannon is great Grebo, by the way. Okay, so we now have 3 people on the board already. So, woohoo! Okay, so we have Baby Mommy with a point, RBF with a point, Shannon with a point, and we're just getting started. All right. Oh, so before we start, we only have 1 rule for trivia and 1 rule only. Can you guys please, for those of you who have been there before, please let everybody know what our only rule is. We have 1 rule. What is that rule? Hold on, I've got to pull up the game. Here we go. That's right. No drama. No drama. Save the drama for your mama. We don't have any drama. What does that mean? That means that we don't bad talk anybody. We don't talk about other people's channels negatively. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about anything that can cause any sort of controversy. If you are here and you see somebody that, hey Luana, and you see somebody that you absolutely hate come in and play trivia, guess what? For the hour, you're just going to get along because we don't tolerate any negativity here. All right, if you want to promote yourself, if you're doing a project, if you're doing something and you want other people to know about, you can absolutely share about it here. I'm totally cool with self-promotion, but we don't ever want to talk negatively about anything. All right, so let's get started on the game. We will start with the question that the category is named after, which is, the Mandela effect was named after the supposed death of this man that didn't actually happen when a lot of people remembered it did, but much more recently. Ooh, Superman. No, Ray Ray. No, we can't. Superman got it first with Nelson Mandela. Way to go, Superman. All right. Superman's on the board with Nelson Mandela. Yes. So a lot of people. No, you're not. I don't think you're lagged. I think Superman's a little ahead. um, so a lot of people have memories of Nelson Mandela dying in the 90s in prison in Africa, right? South Africa, right? When in reality, he didn't die until like 2018 or something. So the Mandela effect was named after him because that was the first real instance of when a huge, like millions of people had memories of something that didn't actually happen. I have my own theories about the Mandela effect that was actually based off of, well, there's like a 13-year-old physicist that kind of explains the way I feel, but I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but yeah. So I'm constantly checking to make sure that I'm still here. So if you guys like could do extra typing today, that would be great because as I said last week when YouTube cut me off, I talked for quite some time before I realized that nobody was there. So, hey, Great Sky. All right. Let's see. You hate this timeline. Yeah, I find it very interesting. The more things I have a very personal Mandela effect situation that affects me. I'll tell you guys a little later in the game. I don't want you to leave yet because you think I'm nuts, but... Alright, let's see. Thanks, Jimbo. Don't worry, it's okay if you're going to be bad at it because it's all about fun. And most of my questions are pretty... They're usually able to guess. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel or liked the video, a huge way to help me is to do that. If you're interested in making a donation to the stream, it'll like make a little thing, dance on the screen. We can all give you love. There's a donation, a Streamlabs link in the description for you to do that. All right, next question. There is an argument over whether or not the Monopoly Man ever had this accessory. There's an argument over whether or not the Monopoly Man ever had this accessory. Goodness, Superman. Yes, a monocle. Superman, I think you gotta slow your roll. Yes, so we have Superman with 2, Shannon with 1, RBF with 1, and Baby Mommy with 1. Yeah, so do you guys know? So apparently most people remember him as having a monocle, but he doesn't. He never has. And that memory is false. So those of you who had no idea what the Mandela effect is, this trivia game is probably going to blow your minds, okay? Isn't it ironic Monopoly game is made by one company? Haha, true. He's only cheating a little bit. Superman has Google Fiber now. No, oh, Z doesn't know the reason. Superman is my son, and he hears me through the wall. So he usually he doesn't know a whole lot of the topics I do, so it doesn't really pan out. But yeah, Superman has faster than internet speed. Superman has listening to me live. I don't think... Hold on, let me look at my screen, and I'll see... It's not so bad, but there is a bigger delay today than there normally is. Oh, hey, Nicole, I love you too. Yeah, he can hear through the wall, so... Yeah, I know, Superman, it's okay. Alright, let's do another one. Okay. This children's book series seems to have changed names since its original printing, and it's also probably the most commonly used example of the Mandela effect. This children's book series seems to have changed names since its original printing, and is probably the most popular example of the Mandela effect. Yes, Superman. The Berenstain Bears, that is correct. So, where is it? I know what you meant, so that counts. And for that one, I'm giving a half a point to Dominist for that one. Since Superman's spelling was so off, I'm giving Dom a half a point for spelling. So, yeah. And I'm actually surprised. So, apparently, most people, the way I remember is I always thought it was the Berenstain Bears. S-T-E-I-N. But it's actually the Berenstain Bears. Now, I'm interested. How many of you actually, like, who know the series, thought it was Berenstain versus Berenstain? I'm interested to see if any of you have memories of it either way. Because I have, like, super vivid memories of it being Berenstain Bears. You never noticed? Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, Josh, that's how I remember it being, as the Berenstain Bears. Yeah, Ryan says Steen. So do I. And in fact, so the writers were, their last name is something Steen, I think, or Berenstain or something. And for those of you who don't know, those are the books that had Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Brother Bear, Sister Bear. And that's how they talked about the characters, if that rings a bell. So, yeah, I had the books too, and I remembered them. But you'll see what's interesting is not every Mandela effect is remembered. So, what the theory is that, all right, you guys want to know the theory? Hold on. Let's do a couple more questions, and then I'll tell you one of the theories for the Mandela effect. All right. Yeah, the name is A. It does have an A, but I remember it. Yeah, me too, Grim. Me too. Those books were, let's see, so they were definitely around in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, see, some things you think like, oh, I remembered it because of one thing or another. Alright, this is another popular one. This movie series has caused controversy as to whether the line was, Luke, I am your father, or no, I am your father. This movie series has caused controversy as to whether the line was, Luke, I am your father, or no, I am your father. Damn, Superman got it again with Star Wars. Superman, if you keep up, we're on a pretty, there's enough of a delay where if you know them, you're going to get all of them, and it's not going to be fair. I'm going to have to cut you off soon. Yeah, so apparently, I know, I'm surprised he even knows all these. Yeah, no, he is the father, but so the line, most people remember it as being, Luke, I am your father. But that's not actually what he said. What he said is, no, I am your father. So how many of you remember it as being, Luke, I am your father? Because that never happens. That was never said anywhere. It's always, no, I am your father. I know, Superman. Superman's a Fed. So actually, it was funny, in my old house, when I lived in Maryland, we used to have you know how you can name your internet? We had our internet called FBI Surveillance Van. And I remember one time we were at like a block party with our neighbors, and people were talking about the fact that somebody's internet was the FBI Surveillance Van, and I laughed so hard. I was like, that's mine. Because at the time, there was a lot of construction, so there was a lot of vans around, and I thought it was super funny. Does he, Grim? He remembers it saying, Luke, I am your father, as opposed to no. Yeah, so that's the thing, is a lot of them, a lot of these Mandela effects, the people remember saying things or doing things in the way that we remember, right? And, all right, so I'll tell you the theory, and then we'll go to some more questions. So my theory, and it's not just mine, but this is the one that I think. So the Mandela effect timeline, when things really started to get weird, was shortly after we started colliding particles at at CERN, right? The particle collider that I can't think of the name of right now. So what some physicists, some, not a lot, it's not a popular theory by any means. It is technically like a conspiracy, but it's not. Yes, CERN. Is that when the particles, it was always theorized that when they would collide the particles, it would destroy the universe, right? And so some people believe that it did, because it would create a black hole and it would destroy everything, and it would happen instantaneous. You wouldn't even know it happened, right? So some people believed that that's exactly what happened. But what we did is our consciousness moved into the closest universe next to it. So, you know, they say like every choice you make splits off into it's the idea of parallel universes, right? Like maybe tonight we did trivia, whereas like in an alternate universe, like the trivia game shut down, right? So those like little changes can make to pretty big differences. And so the thought is that we are somehow not in the universe we originally started at. So I don't think the virus came out of the super collider, but you know. Yes, there are others. The most popular explanation for the Mandela effect is that it's just BS. That it's not a thing. that people just tend to, there is a lot of studies about false memories, and that people will remember that the human memory is actually the most unreliable. Like, eyewitness testimony is the most unreliable. You would think saying, like, oh, I saw it with my own eyes would matter, but in reality, that's actually the least effective way to prove something, because people's memories can be distorted. So they did this thing. Yeah, well, there you go, Z, that's possible. So they did this thing where they, if you hear, do you know if I hear, if you make a decision, a universe exists where you don't? Yeah, well, that's what they say. But in regards to false memories, they did this experiment. I'll have to find it on YouTube, and if I find the video, I'll share it. But what they did is that they had a man running, and who was like stole a purse, right? And a cop chasing them, and another witness, right? And so they would do it in front of like random people. So let's say like me and a friend are walking down the street. All of a sudden a man would come running by. A police officer would run by, right? And then while they would interview us later. And they'd have like a random guy standing in the area, right? They would interview us later and ask us to describe the man we saw run by. And very often people describe the police officer or another person that was in the vicinity. So that's what they mean by false memories. So your brain tends to remember things. If I told you that, we started today's game at 8:30, and that was just something I constantly told you, even if you remember, you thought you got here at 9, eventually you would assume that was wrong and tell people it started at 8:30. So our memories aren't really, people see what they want to see, exactly. So it's not, my theory is a lot more complicated. It's definitely not the simplest theory. But, hey. But I'll tell you why I believe it in a little bit. I'll tell you why I don't believe it's false memories. Because I have one that's pretty personal to me. Alright, here we go. Let's do... Alright. There's some debate about the title. This is a TV show about 4 women who lived in New York City. This is the TV show about 4 women who lived in New York City. Ray. Oh, okay, Ryan. There we go. Baby Mommy got it too. And look, you see how Baby Mommy wrote it versus how Ray wrote it? Baby Mommy gets a point. But here's the interesting thing. So, it's called Sex and the City, but most people, Superman, I don't have one from you. Most people see it as Sex in the City. Like, I remember it as being Sex in the City. Like, it's not on here. Stop yelling at me. What did Josh say? My theory is when we're in a parallel universe and sleeping, their subconscious connects with their concurrent and that's where the effect comes. That's interesting, Josh.
It got cut out because I put the first word in it, and then it disappeared. I did put it in first.
All right, well, I don't have any answer from you.
Well, yeah, because it got cut out because it's made for kids. Never mind.
All right, well, I can't do anything about that. You're already way ahead, so I don't want to hear it. Yeah, there's a word in there that got deleted. That's exactly what happened, so it's all right. All right, so real quick. All right, so Superman has 4, Baby Mommy has 2, RBF has 1, Shannon has 1, and Dom has a half a point. Yeah, look, sometimes YouTube decides that certain words can't be used, and it happens. We have a whole list. We have a list going. There's a whole lot of things that you cannot say. Yeah, luckily Superman is on spring break, even though they're off of school anyway, so... All right, let's do a couple more questions, and then we're almost at the halfway mark. So we're gonna do a couple questions, and then we're gonna do a double. We're gonna do one more question, and then the next question is gonna be where the winner gets to do a double Jeopardy. All right, so we'll get to that. All right, so here we go. Next question. People argue over the spelling of the popular brand of bologna. People argue over the spelling of the name of this popular brand of bologna. Oscar Mayer. Ryan got it first. Way to go, Ryan. Yes, Oscar Mayer. So a lot of people have it, that whether it's Meyer or Mayer. So that's, I don't remember which one it actually is. Some of them I should have wrote down, like some I know, some I don't remember. Yeah, here's the thing, I said at the beginning, normally I'm not counting names. I'm not counting spellings because with the Mandela effect, like whether it's Mayer or Meyer, it depends on how you remember it. And with so many people remembering it weird, I don't want to count spellings unless it's something that's like completely absurd. Yeah, my baloney has a first name, it's Oscar. My baloney has a second name, it's Mayer, but I don't think it is Mayer, right? I don't know. I don't remember now because let's look it up. Let's see which one is the right one. Oscar. Yeah, it's Mayer. Yeah. Well, I'm saying it that way because yeah, it's Mayer, but a lot of people remember it as being Meyer. So, you know, it's one of those things where, like, not everybody remembers it differently. Yeah, but Ryan is one of the... Right. No, I know. Isn't it crazy? All right. So, the winner of this next question... So, whoever gets this next question right is going to have an opportunity to do a double Jeopardy question. Okay? So, let's see which one we're going to do. All right, here's the question. You ready? So, it's worth getting this one right because if you get this one right, you get to do the double Jeopardy question next one, okay? So, pay attention. Here we go. The famous line about chocolates in this movie is also under controversy. The famous line about chocolates in this movie is also under controversy. Forrest Gump. Yes, Superman, that was the line, but I was looking for the movie. So Z gets it. Oh, Z, you were... So... All right. So Z has 1 point, okay? So Z, this next question is just for you. Since you have 1 point, if you get it... Hey, Dom Donut, if you get it right, you can... Normally, I would let you wager, right? But you only have 1 point, so we'll assume you're wagering 1. All right? We're not going to take it away if you get it wrong, but you have the opportunity to double it. So what we'll do is that we'll give you a minimum of 2. So if you get this right, you'll get your point for getting it right, plus you'll double your score. Normally, we would run it just like a regular double Jeopardy, but with double Jeopardy, you always have a minimum, right? So you'll get at least 2, all right? So nobody else answer this except for Z. All right, Z? And let me know if you give up. All right, Z, you ready? Here we go. All right, nobody else answer this except for Z. Where's the question? Okay. People seem to remember this painting as having more of a resting bitch face than the smile she shows today. People seem to remember this painting having more of a resting bitch face than the smile she shows today. Ray, I wish. There we go! Mona Lisa! Woohoo! Alright, Z, you get your 2 extra points, so you double your score, plus we throw you out an extra 1. So Z, with his double Jeopardy question, is now up to 3. So right now, we have Superman with 4, Z with 3, Baby Mommy with 2, RBF, Shannon, and Ryan with 1, and Dom with the half a point. And we... Yeah, she's smiling, Ryan. Don't even get me started on that. Yeah, we should take a cruise. That would be fun. You know, Real Talk Recovery was talking about doing like a get-together. I would love for a whole recovery community on YouTube to do like an event like they do. Like, the problem is we don't have enough, like we don't collectively have enough subscribers where like we would have enough people who are able to travel, but yeah, she's smiling now. She is clearly smirking, but I have seen that thing 100 times, and I remember saying over and over, like, that she has like a resting bitch face, and people are like, yeah, well, because they had to hold their expression for so long to be painted, so it was common in that era for people not to smile, because it's hard to hold a smile for a long period of time. So, but now she's smiling. So, I hear yelling. Somebody's yelling in my house. All right, so real quick, since we are at the halfway point, just a couple of things. One, if you haven't yet liked the video, if you could please do that, that helps a lot. It helps make sure other people see it. Two, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you could do that, that would be great. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's like my dream. We're getting so close. It's crazy. I can't believe I have over 700. I never thought I'd get to that point. So my dream is to get to 1,000. So yeah, feel free to tell people about trivia. My normal videos are about recovery from addiction. I have 7.5 years clean, so I, try to share some hope and experience on what I do in recovery. If things are hard, I share about that. I do have a Discord server. I'm trying to be more active in it, but nobody talks to me. So if you're bored, chat with me on Discord, because I'm trying to be more active there. I also have a Patreon. You don't really get anything special, right? I don't have a whole lot of perks, but I do upload private videos there, and I do have a Patreon-only chat on my Discord. Yeah, I'm excited. Almost 20 people on trivia tonight. Woo woo. And, oh yeah, many do think it's a self-portrait. You're right. So, let's see. Well, obviously we can't take a cruise now, Grim. But, I'm just looking to just double check. Hey, Becky, welcome. So, all right. I think that's all my normal midway stuff, right? Did I miss anything? Was there any other updates I have to give? I don't think so. No, I think that's everything. I think we can get back into the game. So, all right. Back into the game. Unless there's anything you guys need to announce. Anybody have anything they want to announce? Anything they're working on? Anything they're doing? Anything, you just tell me. Brian, that's not nice. Okay. You guys ready? I always get worried. You got to keep chatting, because every time there's a lag in the chat, I'm certain that I've gotten cut off again. Look, we hit 20. Yay! We're up to 20 people on trivia, which is exciting, because this is the numbers that we were getting originally, and then there was a couple weeks that I wasn't able to do it, and then there was some time where YouTube was giving me trouble, so we lost our regular crowd. So yay, we're back. I'm so excited. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, even if every once in a while, if you notice that nobody's typing in the chat, just write something, even a random letter. Yeah, pizza party, for sure. That would be fantastic. All right, let's do some more questions. I feel like we didn't do so much the first half, so let's get some more done. Where's the one I was just going to do? Okay. This character never said, "Hello, Clarice." This character never said, "Hello, Clarice." Hey, Rob. Let's see, who was the first one to say it? Ryan was the first one to say Hannibal. That's correct. Another point for Ryan. Yes. So, Hannibal Lecter. Hey, Subi. It's Subi girl, right? We went through this the other day. Yes. So, he never said, "Hello, Clarice." He said, "Good morning." Can you believe that? He never said it. He never said, "Hello, Clarice." He said, "Good morning." What? I mean, come on. I didn't see you show up for that question, Superman. Let me see. I see you where you said, "Hello, am I showing up at all?" But I didn't see you answer that question. Weird. I see your question marks too. That's strange. I don't know why that didn't come up. Yeah, so, yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about. There's some things where, I have vivid memories of that being said, and it didn't. Oh, I'm sorry you're lagging. I'm itchy. Yeah, so he never said, "Hello, Clarice." Never happened. Yeah, I know. See? I told you some of these are going to blow your mind. They don't blow your mind if you remember it the way that it is, but yeah. But if Go back. You ready? This next one's going to blow your mind. This was the one that really got me, the originally. Where'd it go? Okay. Most people remember the evil queen from this movie saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," when she really said, "Magic mirror on the wall." Most people remember the evil queen from this movie saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," when she really said, "Magic mirror on the wall." Snow White. There you go. Superman got it first. No, I'm not messing with you, Ryan. I promise. Superman got that one with Snow White. What?
I noticed because I think it's because when I spelled it wrong, I guess it takes it. It's inappropriate, so it like blocks it out.
All right. Well, that one you got it.
I know because I didn't spell it wrong at all, and it was fine.
All right. Well, you're still winning, so don't worry about it. All right. Yeah. So Snow White. Yeah, God, you can check my answers. I promise. I do a lot of research, and there have been times where I've been wrong, and if I have been, I say it. So yeah, but maybe they do, Grim. I'd have to check. But the original cartoons and stuff, if you ask almost anybody, they'll tell you that she says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all." But if you go back and watch those original old movies, which I have, she never says that. It's not said anywhere. Like anywhere. It's always been "Magic mirror on the wall." Always and forever. You can't find it anywhere. That is the one that blew my mind. Oh, my legs hurt. My mirrors jump off the wall and throw themselves into the fireplace. Yeah, you know, Ray Ray, I hate mirrors. Have I told you guys that I've been walking like 5 to 7 miles a day? I'm trying to, like, I don't know, get in shape now that I'm sitting. I don't know if it's making a difference because the evil scale keeps telling me that I weigh exactly the same. That could be because I'm eating the same. I don't know, but you think. No, it was never in a trailer, Ryan. It was never, ever said anywhere. Now, I'd have to read the original Grimm storybook books. That I will have to check. To see if it's changed in the original. Because I say it was changed. Thank you. I would say it was changed because I have very vivid memories of "Mirror, mirror on the wall." Because I remember the first time I ever heard anybody say "Magic mirror on the wall." And I was like, who told you it's that? That's not how it's said. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I've been really excited. I've been walking. It's like the track I walk. It's like from my house behind my neighborhood and like up a road that's like cornfields and then back. And it's 1.75 miles. So I do that like 3 to 4 times a day. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, RBF. I've also did a couple other workouts with my son yesterday because he's working out. He works out in his room every night, so we did stuff together. And I started watching, so I tried to watch, there's these like YouTube videos that do like dance workouts, only I'm really uncoordinated, so it's like, I try real hard to do them, but I look like an idiot. So, I don't know. Hey, Soul Reaper, why do you hate you? You hate Mel. You can't hate anybody. I don't know who Mel is, and I don't know why we should crucify him, but we have a strictly no drama rule here in trivia, so, you're not really, you can hate whoever you want, but just not here. But, let's see. Yeah, dance workouts are fun. Yeah, poor Mel. Don't worry, Mel. We're here for you. Alright, let's see. Many people remember this movie where Sinbad played a genie, but it never actually existed. Many people remember this movie where Sinbad played a genie, but it never actually existed. You want to kiss Mel? Well, that's good. Not Aladdin. Not Kazam. Shazam! Subi Girl! That's right. Shazam. Yeah. They actually are making a Shazam movie now. But, yeah. Let me write Subi Girl. So a lot of people have memories of a movie called Shazam where Sinbad played a genie. And it never ever happened. Yeah, it's a classic, but it never happened. That movie never happened. It never existed. It was a good movie, but it didn't actually exist. It's never been a thing. There has never been a movie where Sinbad has played a genie. Ever. You were on the right track, though, Grim. Here, Grim, we'll put you on the board with the heart because we love you. All right, Grim. You're on the board with the heart because we love you, okay? Kazam. Let me see if there was a Kazam. If there was a Kazam movie. We'll look it up. That's what we got Google for, right? Let's see. Kazam. Kazam movie. Yes, there was a Kazam movie. Oh, that's weird. All right. So there's a Kazam movie where Shaq seems to play some type of genie. That's weird. I don't have any memories of that. There you go, Ryan. That sounds... There you go. Wow. That blows my mind. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a movie named Kazam with Shaq because I have memories of a kid of Shazam with Sinbad. See? My mind. All right, so I told you, for those of you, yeah, it is trippy. See? He wished for hamburgers to fall from the sky. That was my ish. I can see. Sounds like a good movie. Yeah, see, exactly, Ryan. All right, so you want to know why I really believe that the Mandela effect's a thing? And you guys may think I'm nuts, but I'm telling you. So I remember specifically in 8th grade biology, we talked about certain genetic things, right? About, eye color, hair color. And one of the things we talked about was our earlobes and whether you have attached earlobes or detached earlobes, right? My whole life, I had detached earlobes, right? I remember vividly because we had to do this whole thing on it in school, right? And about a year ago, I realized that I don't have detached earlobes. I have attached earlobes. And I don't know when that happened. So, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was definitely a movie. But yeah, so my earlobes are definitely attached. But my whole life, if you would have asked me, I would have told you I had detached earlobes. I thought I was going to say that wasn't a thing. Yeah, so isn't it weird? Like, it's really strange. You're missing like 10 chromosomes. Well, there you go. You can't see your earlobes right now. Yeah, it's weird. There's a lot of things. So, look, the question would be then, like, obviously I'm remembering my own body wrong, right? But, like, I'm pretty sure up until last year, eye sockets are another Mandela. What does he mean? You can't feel your face. Well, right, that might be a whole different set of problems. You could have sworn you were a millionaire at one point, but everyone says I'm a drug addict, so all my money went that way. It's so weird. Ryan, I'm so glad you come to trivia. You and Ray make my day. You all make my day. Don't let... If I'm being real, I have such a good time. Even Soul Reaper's keeping me entertained. Used to the sockets, one for the rack. See, you know what else is one that I didn't write on here because I couldn't find a way to make the question? But where South America is in relation to North America and where Australia is on the map. My memories of the world globe, things are shifted in a slightly different way. Let's see. Why did baby say I was going to get mad at you, Soul Reaper? Does she not believe you're entertaining? I think you're entertaining. As long as we're not yelling about any... Because we just have a no drama rule here. So we just can't say mean things about any person. But otherwise, we can have fun. All right, let's see. What other questions do we have? Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to ask this question differently. Hold on. All right, I'm going to try in Loompa Land. Well, that's an interesting place. That's not a place I ever thought I would know somebody from. So, Rob, I remember South America being farther, well, we're backwards now in the camera, farther west. That, like, if you drew a line straight down North America, like that South America was a bit more west, but they actually line up more. And, right. And, also Australia, I remember being much further away from the other continents. So, oh, see, Ryan's got a cousin in Lupa Land. He's a pretty nice guy. All right, so I'm going to ask this question, and we'll see where you guys go. I don't need you to be specific. Just a basic answer, okay? I'm not looking for anything too specific, just something basic, and I'll explain after I ask it. What color family is chartreuse in? What color family is chartreuse in? I probably not pink, green. Baby mommy got it with green. But it's interesting that a lot of you say red. And I'm going to tell you why. Who said green? Did I say baby mommy was the first one, right? Yeah. Baby mommy said green first. So, the reason that I think it's interesting that a lot of people said red is chartreuse. If you look up colors that most people see. All right. So it says other colors that people search for, right? And it shows these. See, pinks and purples? Most people used to think chartreuse is more like the mauve color, like a pinky purple. But really, chartreuse is in that family. Yeah, well, chartreuse, that I would have thought chartreuse was like a maroonish kind of color. But I actually didn't realize that it was a different color until I started watching art videos where they were talking about chartreuse as being green. I was like, when the hell does chartreuse become green? And then I found it as a Mandela effect, so. Let's see. You guessed. Well, yeah, it is green. Let's see. Yeah, well, I think some of these are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And some of them are like, well, maybe some people remember it one way or another. But it's still technically one of the questions, so. Let's see. All right, this colorful circle-shaped cereal has apparently changed spellings. This colorful circle-shaped cereal has apparently changed spellings. Superman got it. Fruit Loop. Is it? Subi Girl, I didn't know that. Superman got it with Fruit Loops. Superman is up to 6 points. Wow, we got Superman with 6, Baby Mommy and Z with 3, RBF Shannon, Subi with 1, Ryan has 2, Dom has a half, and Grim has a heart. So that's where we are right now. Yeah, Fruit Loops. And I'm not even sure. Hold on, I gotta look up. It's interesting because some of you spell it the right way, and some of you spell it the Mandela effect way. So hold on a second. This is like one of the ones where I wouldn't count spellings because I don't even know which way is the right way. I have to look it up. Okay, so the correct spelling of Fruit Loops is Frootloops. A lot of you spelled it the way I spell it. See, so all the people who spelled it like I did are Superman spelled it correctly, but Josh, Supergirl, Dom, Baby Mommy, RBF, Mama of Kenny. Yep. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Superman brought you Soul Reaper? So Superman gets an extra point. So Superman's up to 7. Holy goodness. Maffy. Who's Maffy? He's lying. Superman, is he lying? Oh, alright. So we'll take Superman's point off. Thank you for being honest, Superman. Okay. You know, at least it keeps us all on our toes, right? Alright, next question. Let's see what we got. We don't have a whole lot more time. I want to see what I want to do for my 2. We're going to do... All right. I have the last 2 questions I'm going to do. Drama god here. Well, all right. I mean, as long as you keep the drama to something that's not something I have to say that's not cool, then we're all right. So, who's Maffy? Who do you keep? Oh, Reaper? Who's got an edgy YouTube name? I'm so confused now. I'm so confused. All right. Let's see. What else do we got here? We don't have a whole lot of time, but... Okay. Does this shoe company actually have the letter T in it? Does this shoe company actually have the letter T in it? Skechers. Jeez. Good job, Superman. Now Superman has 7 points. Yes, Skechers. Well, Donut, if you're a crackhead, you're in the right place because half the people here are in recovery. And let me just double check. Hold on, because I don't remember if it actually did or not. Yeah, no. So Skechers does not have a T. But a lot of people have memories of it having a T. right, Nike T. No, Skechers does not have a T. Oh, I'm sorry, Becky. All right, so even though we're not quite at the last question, I don't want the very last question to be the I don't want the very last question to be the one where you can double your points and stuff. So let's do that now. So whoever gets this question right, I am going to do one, all by themselves. And no offense, and I'm going to say this, I really hope Superman doesn't go to answer this one, because this whole idea was so that if someone's really far in the lead, other people can catch up. And if Superman answers it, it's not really going to be fair. But I'm just saying. All right. So this question is, and whoever gets this right is going to get to answer the next one, all right? For Double Jeopardy. So here we go. Get ready. Pay attention. Aw, thank you, Dom Donut. All right. Yeah, we're almost done. We only go for an hour, so the game ends in just a few minutes anyway. All right, here we go. This character reminds you that only you can prevent forest fires. This character reminds you that only you can prevent forest fires. Who's going to be the first one? Josh. Josh gets it. That is correct. Josh is not even on the board. AA Josh. Woo woo. So AA Josh with a point. Yes, and here, you ready? Now I'm going to blow all your minds, because at least some of you. So a lot of you wrote Smokey the Bear. That's how most of us remembered. But it's not actually Smokey the Bear. It's actually just Smokey Bear. That's it. Smokey Bear. Not Smokey the Bear. Smokey Bear. How about that? So who was the first one to write? Because I know Josh wrote Smokey, Bear. So I'm going to give Grim a half a point for being the first one to say Smokey Bear. Oops, I got to get back to the bottom of the chat. All right, we're at the bottom. So Grim, I'm giving you a half a point for being the first one to say Smokey Bear. But Josh got 1 point. So, Josh, Josh, this question is just for you. If you get it right, you will get 2 points, okay? And then we'll do one more question after for our final question, okay? Josh, this question is just for you. Nobody else answered this question, just Josh. And if you don't know, then say you don't know, okay? So, yeah, I know, Becky. See, I told you. All right, Josh, here we go. This question is just for AA, the Anthemius Augustus, whatever his name is. It's Josh. It's his question. You ready? Where'd it go? Okay. Many people remember Freddie Mercury yelling out of the world at the end of this song, but that never happened. Many people remember Freddie Mercury yelling out of the world at the end of this song, but it never happened. Do you know it, Josh? There you go, Josh. I know Stubby Girl wrote it. I don't think she understood that she wasn't supposed to answer, but that's all right. Josh got it. 2 more points for Josh. So, Josh, you got 3 points. Yeah. So, yeah, but apparently, and we'll have to go back, in the original recording of the song, when you hear it, we all hear it as when he yells at the end, of the world, right? But apparently that doesn't happen. So I'm interested to see, I know they did a recent movie of him, whether they added that in because they remembered it that way too or not. But apparently that never actually happened. Yeah, so I'm interested. All right, so here's where we're at. I think we're going to do one more question just for fun, and then well, you know what, let's do our last question, and then we'll do a final scoreboard tally, okay? All right, here we go. The theme song of this childhood show never said the neighborhood. It was actually this neighborhood. The theme song of this childhood show never said the neighborhood, but it was actually this neighborhood. Grim, I'll have to look more into it. Mr. Rogers, Subi Girl got it first. Way to go, Subi Girl. All right, so here we go. You guys ready for the final scoreboard? Hold on. All right. All right, final scoreboard. You guys ready? You guys ready? All right, we've got Dom with a half a point. RBF Shannon with a point. Ryan and Subi Girl with 2 points. Oh, Grim has a half a point, a heart. We have AA Josh and Z and Baby Mommy all with 3 points. And our winner today, our big winner, is Superman with 7 points. Can you guys screenshot that for me and share it? Somebody screenshot it. You got it? All right. Yay. Don't worry, Ray Ray. We love you. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming to play. It was so much fun to see so many new people. I hope everybody who's new here subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. You have no idea. My goal is to eventually hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be incredible. So that's the goal. Let's see. I don't know. Good job, Superman. And yeah, if you want to join my Discord, you can chat with me there. I'll chat. Nobody chats with me there, but I'm there. I also have Twitter and Instagram. I'm not super active on Instagram, but I am on Twitter. So if you want to follow me there. And yeah, bring a friend next week. Bring a friend and you get a point. Look, even if you don't know the questions, bring a lot of people to play. You'll start off the game with a whole bunch of points, you know? So yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Rob. I'm glad you guys had fun. Look, there's so much craziness going on right now. Like, spending an hour and playing trivia, it's a good time. So tell other people. Also, if you have a suggestion for a topic, go to my Discord. There's a trivia channel. Leave your suggestions. This was actually Josh's suggestion, right? Yeah, I think it was Josh's suggestion. Almost all my games are suggestions from you guys, so leave a suggestion. Let me know what kind of topics you want to see if I haven't done them yet. I also have all my trivia games from the past. I always leave them up. You can see what games we've done. You can rewatch old ones and try to guess along. As you see, I have the chat up on the screen. I do that so that you guys, if you rewatch it, you can see what I'm saying so that when I'm responding to people in the chat, it's not like what's happening and you don't have to actually have the chat screen open to see it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you're all staying safe and I hope you're all healthy. I love you all. And, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys next week if I don't talk to you sooner. Bye, guys.